Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's guidance video for the week of, which I completely forgot to get the dates for. So I'm just going to quickly look that up because that would be handy. And while I'm doing that, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to everyone who's celebrating Mother's Day today. In other parts of the world, that will be tomorrow. I'm recording this on Sunday, the 8th of May, for the week of, now I'm going to get it right, the 9th of May through to the 13th of May. And I'm recording this today because it takes 2 days for this to upload onto YouTube for all of my YouTube fans and for my Facebook followers. So it's a communication between myself and the internet that, as you would have seen last week, we really aren't in alignment, and so I guess that when the message needs to be seen by you, for you, you will come across it, you'll find it, it'll pop up in your notifications, or you'll just know to come and look for it. So thank you for joining again. My name is Kerryn Slater from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting. So I wanted to talk about this week fear. And, you know, what is fear? And fear is really at the basis of anxiety, it's at the basis of anger, it's at the basis of aggression, it's at the basis of fear-based behaviors. So anything that we do that is not in alignment with love, self-love, joy, happiness, compassion, gratitude, anything out, and there's more, but anything outside of those really comes from a fear-based place from within ourselves. And I was listening to the awesome Dr. Joe Marshalla. This was probably 2 years ago now. I love his work. Look him up, he's fantastic. And he had a really good acronym for fear. And I know that there's a lot, but this has really stuck with me. And the acronym is fear is fantasized events appearing real. And that is so true. And we're just talking about this in a workshop that I'm attending this week. And, you know, our body has the reactions, the physiological reactions to stories that we tell ourselves, and to future stories that we tell ourselves. And, you know, let's be honest with ourselves at this point in time, is the stories that we tell ourselves are not always loving and nurturing and compassionate to ourselves. A lot of the time we are overanalyzing conversations that we've had with people. We're assuming that a person has taken something that we've said in a different light. We're putting ourselves in their place and wondering how they're then processing what we may have said. And this is all this fear-based anxiety, paranormal, paranoid, paranormal wasn't the right word, sorry, but this, paranoid behavior that we display within ourselves. And I've done it before. I'm at a point in my life now where, and I love the work of Byron Katie, and I have taken this from her, I might be in a process, whereas once before I may have been going on with the story for several days. Now it might only be half an hour, and I'll just be like, what are you doing? It's not even real. Like, hello? And it's that conversation that I have with myself. But something from Byron Katie that I've really taken away from her beautiful works is this really true? And so if I find myself that I'm in that moment of feeling anxious, or I'm, really in that mental mind activity, and you don't always realize that I don't realize I'm in that state until I start to have the physical body reactions. My heart will start to race, my breathing will start to become shallow, and I'll get this churning in my solar plexus. And that will be my indicator of, oh, hang on a minute, what am I doing to myself? What am I thinking about? What's the story I'm telling myself? Because, in those moments, I've not been consciously aware of what I've been thinking about. And so the question I ask myself is this really true? Like, is this really true? And when you ask yourself that, and you allow yourself to just take a breath and take a step back, you can go from here and then this fear-based churning, but you go from here and you can just kind of settle into your heart and just breathe into your heart space and ask yourself, is this really true? And you will find that there is that inner voice. Now, our inner voice, our inner guide, our inner spirit, is not forceful in any way. So it's not going to come out and tap you on the shoulder, which, you know, sometimes it might, but it's not going to go, hey, come on, girl, what are you doing? It's just going to wait patiently for you to allow space to open up within you in order for your spirit to talk to you. And that's why the breath is so important. This is why I love meditation. I'm so passionate about meditating and being aware of our breathing, because our breathing is the one constant that we have in our life that you know you can rely on. You know, we do it without even thinking, and this is the life force that keeps us living, is the breath. If you don't take your next breath, there's nothing. And I guess, you know, I say often that there are only two emotions in the world, fear or love. And in any given moment, we can choose to come from a place of fear or a place of love. And so I've been using some tools in the last week that are some of my favorites. So the Byron Katie, is this really true? I love the work of Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle, however you say it. In my Australian accent, it's Tolle. And I really love something that I've taken away from his works that I use a lot. And it's just, thank you for everything. I have nothing whatsoever to complain about. And when you're in that sense of gratitude, which comes from an emotion of love, compassion, when you're being grateful or giving gratitude for what's occurring in your life, then there's no room for fear. And I think I talked about this the other week. You know, it's like a magnet. Fear and love are like magnets. They can't blend together. You can't have them in the same energy field. You can only have one or the other. They just don't. You can't have them simultaneously occurring within yourself, within your own being. And I guess these are things that we need to think about, but we also need to have some tools. So it's interesting. I just find it all very interesting, and I guess I just want to share with you some of the tools that I use. I mean, I'm continuously working on myself. And as I've said, I'm far from perfect, and each day presents to me new ways to look within and to draw on the strength of my inner spirit and of the strength of spirit and my guides and this beautiful universal energy of source. And so I guess also I've been really focusing on nature this week and the healing energy that can be drawn from nature, and really thinking about the energy of Mother Earth. And being Mother's Day, I just find that we should be honoring this incredible planet that sustains life for us, that provides us with everything that we could possibly need in natural forms. And I just think that we really do need to start looking at moving back towards the natural things in life, you know, the plant-based medicines and your aromatherapy oils and your healthy thinking and your healthy eating and your healthy living, and really coming into a time of using only the resources that you actually need, because how much of us have an accumulation of things that we don't need? You know, when we die, then what do we do with them all? I mean, yes, they might go to our families, but we continually purchase things to fill the void within us that we don't know how to fill. And when you take time in focusing on your own spiritual journey and focusing on the love of the source of all that is and connecting with your own inner spirit, that's when real healing can occur for you. And that's when you will feel that sense of peace, that sense of coming home, and that sense of belonging. and it's just really beautiful, and it's a really beautiful space to be in. But as with everything in life, sometimes we need to be taken out of that space and shown, you know, what it's like not to be in that space, so that you can then again make that conscious choice that no, this is the space that I'm choosing to be in. And the more that you're wanting your spiritual growth to occur, and the more you're wanting to evolve and to consciously raise your awareness, the more that the universe will provide to you in ways that will break open all of your old conditioning and your old patterns. And you know, it's not fun at the time, but they are gifts to you from your soul plane of existence, your soul agreement, your soul contract that you made before you came here. That there will be events and people in your life that are there specifically who have agreed to do this when you have come into this life. They've agreed to participate and take on their role. So anyway, let's get started because I'm rambling again. So for Monday and Tuesday, and of course I'm using Robert Reeves' Flower Therapy Oracle cards and Doreen Virtues. Oh, they're upside down again. This week, because I'm just really feeling that connection to nature and Mother Earth, and just really wanting to bring in, I can't describe the feeling that I have at this point in time. I'm just wanting to bring in as much healing energy to the environment and the planet, and connect to the energy of Mother Earth, to allow myself to really open up to that feminine, nurturing, compassionate energy. And I guess it's my wish to bring that forth to the work that I do here, the work that I do with my clients, and just all of the conversations that I have. I just want to try and convey this beautiful energy. So I hope that on a spiritual level or a vibrational level, in some capacity, you actually get to feel that. I really hope you do, because it's what I tap into in order to do this. So I'm hoping that that transmits through to you. So for Monday and Tuesday, so signs from heaven, which is really beautiful. And this has been coming up a bit lately in our readings. So it's the Parijat, which is my favorite flower, absolute favorite flower. She's just so magnificent, so beautiful. And what I really feel with that is, you know, when you look at that, when you really look at it, there's that soft center, and then on the outside are all of her beautiful petals. And when you actually feel them, they're quite strong. Like those outside, they're quite hard, and they have this beautiful, soft, velvety, fluffy covering all over them. And so what I feel is that's a representation really of our heart centers. You know, we spend so much of our lives in old conditioning from past hurts and past traumas, and that really does set the tone for any interactions that we have from here moving forward. And so what I really feel is that's a representation of you, and that the protective layers that you've just layer upon layer upon layer that you have gradually built up over time. And so I really feel on Monday and Tuesday that while you're focusing on the energies of compassion and gratitude, that you will have opportunities to really allow your true self, your heart-centered self, to express itself on Monday and Tuesday. And I just think that would be such a beautiful thing if we could achieve in any lifetime in the next few generations, that we as human beings would all communicate from our heart centers, and then, you know, our words and our actions would all be those of peace and love and harmony, rather than fear and anger and stress and destruction. So I really do feel that on the Monday and the Tuesday, before you step into your old patterning of defense and protection and shielding, and of not being open to new thoughts or new concepts, allow yourself to take a couple of deep breaths and just think, all right, well, what would it actually cost me to be open to the perceptions and the thought processes of another person. Because in that moment, it really doesn't cost you anything. And when you honor somebody the space to express themselves, and when you maintain your heart-centered space of compassion and love in that person's environment, then what you're doing is you're allowing them that freedom. And when you provide that space, they will be able to express from a place of love rather than fear and resentment. So I hope that resonates with you, because that's coming through very strongly. So it's just about, you know, focusing on our heart center and our reactions and our responses to people on Monday and Tuesday. For Wednesday and Thursday, I love this beautiful lotus. The lotus flower is just divine. How beautiful is that? Just gorgeous. Okay, so chakra clearing. And so what I feel for Wednesday and Thursday is that, of course, you know, that's coming into the middle and end of the week. We usually have these wonderful practices that we do maybe first thing in the morning or at night before we go to sleep. And then the moment that we walk into our normal day, whether that's working or whatever it is that you do in your day, when we get into that environment of having to interact with people, we just forget all of our spiritual practices, and we really just get consumed in the logical mental mind activity of the insane world, I guess you really could say. And so this is a reminder for you to continue your spiritual practices. Gratitude journals are amazing. And, you know, meditating, of course, I meditate morning and night every single day. So if you can have some form of a meditation practice, that would be amazing. But what I'm being shown is that maybe on the Wednesday night or the Thursday night, you could take the opportunity to run yourself a nice warm bath and light some candles around it and put in some essential oils, and just allow the healing energy of the water with the oils and, you know, the element of fire by having the candles. I don't know what's going on with hair with me this week. It's everywhere. That will allow you the opportunity to just relax and release everything that you consume. And of course, when we're around lots of people, we're absorbing all of their energies. And you know, and we all know that not everyone is operating from a place of fear and of love and compassion, and generally they're running on stress and anxiety and fear. And so you're picking that up every time that you go out into the world. So it's really about shielding yourself. So I always use white light when I'm going in to be around a lot of people. You can ask your angels, of course, to provide you with protection at that time. But it's also about cleansing and allowing that intent of cleansing. So when you're having a bath, or if you have a shower, you can have a shower and light the candles and play relaxing music while you have a shower on the Wednesday or the Thursday night. It's all about the intention. And so your intention is you're wanting to allow that healing energy of the water to wash away all of your energies that you've picked up and cleanse your chakras. And of course, I have a chakra meditation video on my Facebook page or on YouTube under Kerryn Slater that you could also listen to if you chose on Wednesday and Thursday night. And then for Friday, leading into the end of the week. Oh, I love this. That's beautiful. Wow, there really is a lot of healing for all of you this week, and I'm so happy that energy is coming through with the cards today. So this is You Are Healed, and of course it's the gorgeous marigold flowers. They're just beautiful. Feel as you look at the flowers, you can really feel the joy and the lightheartedness and just the warmth. You look at that and you can just feel the glow of the sunshine coming, the energy of that coming from these flowers. So the healing that you've been asking for, and really all of these cards are, you know, signs from heaven That's signs from heaven. Is what you've been asking for is being shown to you on Monday and Tuesday, as well as what I previously spoke about. Wednesday and Thursday again is your healing, is the lotus flower, and that's the cleansing of the chakras. So that's with the water, the intent, or my chakra meditation, or anybody else's chakra meditation. It doesn't have to be mine. And on Friday you are healed. So I really feel this healing energy of Mother Earth. Man, she's so powerful. When you allow yourself to tap into the energy of this universe, it is so incredibly profound in the abundance of, wow, it's really moving, the abundance of love that comes through from the universe and the God source of all that is. It's just, there's so much there. There is just so much there waiting for you to allow yourself to be open to accepting, receiving, and cherishing yourself, and honoring yourself for the beautiful creation of all that is, that you are. You are a miracle. And so I really feel that on Friday you will just be in such a beautiful space of peace and harmony, and the world will still be spinning around outside of you, but there will just be this really lovely calming sense of everything's okay, I'm okay. And just there's an opening. You're just continuing to evolve spiritually more and more each week, and for that I'm so pleased for all of you, and thank you. And yeah, the energy is just beautiful. And so of course I'm a healer as well, so I'm the healing benefits of Ascension Reiki are just amazing. They've certainly helped change my life. And so if you are in your local area, you can certainly get onto the internet and you will be able to find a Reiki practitioner in your area. Forensic healing is fabulous as well. Cranial healing is great, and I certainly am a big fan of the light language, just love it. And so it's about looking for alternatives to assist you in your healing as well. So the healing that you have been asking for is on its way to you, but there's also some action required by you. And I do feel that I love the way I think that readings are over and then they just keep bringing it in, so it's great, I don't mind. So it's about looking for more alternative therapies and alternative practices that work on a much deeper level, because we're wanting to shift the blocks. We're wanting to let go of the past life traumas and contracts and everything else that we bring in with us. So the energy healing is fabulous for doing that. And of course, it's all about intent as well. So you can just make that connection direct to yourself, but sometimes it's nice to have a space where somebody else can provide you with that beautiful energy and that beautiful healing. So I hope that you all have a blessed week. I hope that this resonates with you all, and I want to say thank you so much again. As always, I just love all of you and I love all of your energy, and I love working with spirit. I'm so grateful that I'm at a time in my life where I've been able to fully step into my truth and to work with the energy of spirit and source, to try and bring healing to whoever requires it at that time, whether it's through this vehicle or through one-on-one or Skype. But again, my intention is always to be of service to those who need whatever it is that I might have for them at that time. So I'm sending you so much energetic love and healing, and I'm just wishing you the very best week. And sometimes we just have to break it down to one day at a time, and if that's what you need to do, then that's okay. Love you so much. Thank you again for your time. Thank you for watching me, and thanks for connecting. See you later. Bye.